29 local businesses with a phone number but no website, all in one specific location and industry in just a few minutes. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how I set up a system that generates me a list of local businesses in an area and industry that I'm targeting that don't have a website. This can save you tons of time if you run a web design agency or some kind of business that uses no website as a signal for a good prospect to pitch your services to. Let's get straight into it. Now, the first step to the process is going on Google Maps and searching for the area and the type of business that you're looking to target. For example, I can go here and search for restaurants in Portland, Oregon in the USA, and it will find me a list of restaurants. Now, the next step is copying the URL of this search, opening a new Google Sheet and pasting the URL of the search in the first row. Then what we want to do is we want to start going around, we want to pan around the map and research the area for new results, because the limitation we have here is that the maximum number of results that Google Maps returns for a particular search is 120, right? And depending, of course, on the business that you're targeting, you might get different results. But in general, for example, when I'm targeting restaurants, I know that 8 out of 10 restaurants already have a website. However, there is that 2 out of 10 gap where a restaurant doesn't have a website, and restaurants really need a website in many cases. So those are the ones that I'm looking for. But in order to get a good enough list of leads, right, I need to scrape a lot of businesses. And since Google Maps only returns 120 results per search, I need to perform multiple searches around the area that I'm targeting to retrieve as many businesses that match my criteria as possible. So what I'm doing is I'm panning around the map, and then you can see this button here that says search this area. So this will perform the same search, but in a different part of the map, a little bit more up. And what I want to do is, again, copy the URL and paste it in my Google Sheet. And I'm going to repeat the same process, just going around the map, performing a search. Maybe here I need to change. For some reason, it doesn't give me any results. So I'm going to change to restaurants in Portland. Again, I'm going to go here, search this area. Search this area. Okay, I'm gonna go down, search this area. All right, so here we're getting more. So I'm gonna copy that search URL, paste it here. And don't worry about duplicates, because with the scraper that we're gonna be using, it automatically detects duplicates and removes them. So I'm gonna keep going around the area here. Now, once we have the list of search URLs, the next step is to actually scrape them, right? We want a scraper, we want an automation that will perform these searches on our behalf, and then extract all the results that it gets from those searches. And for each business, we want to have all the information that is available on the business card. Most important information is the website and the phone number, because the businesses we're targeting are the ones that don't have a website. Therefore, we want to have a column on our table that indicates whether the business has a website or not. And then we want their phone numbers so we can contact them and offer them our website development services. So this is what the aim is. Now, the tool that helps us achieve that is PhantomBuster. So PhantomBuster is a web scraper that specializes in social media website scraping as well as Google Maps scraping. So they have a lot of different solutions for helping you build lead lists with targeted companies and individuals, and they offer a very good Google Maps scraper. So I'm going to go here to the search. I'm going to search for Google Maps, And here is the scraper we want to use. So I'm going to click on use now. I'm going to put a link, by the way, in the description below for you to sign up to PhantomBuster. They have a free trial, so you can test it for free. And then this is the configuration window of the scraper. So these are the fields that we need to set to fill out in order to give information to the scraper about what we want it to do. Now, in this field, this is where we paste our Google Sheet URL, right? So I'm going to go ahead and rename this Google Sheet to restaurants in Portland, right? And then what I need to do in order to share it with the scraper is, first of all, make it publicly accessible. So I'm going to change general access to anyone with the link. Viewer, copy link, and then I'm going to go to my search, my scraper here. I'm going to paste that Google Sheet URL, and I'm going to click save, right? So now the scraper knows that it needs to go through this list and scrape the search results from each one of these search URLs. Now, as I mentioned, the maximum number of results returned on each search is 120. So this will be set to 120 because I wanna scrape all the results from each search. Save. And then here you define your launch strategy. So if you want this to run automatically every day or every few days, you can set it to repeatedly. For this example, I'm going to set it to once, launch manually. And that's it. That's how you set up the scraper. It's very easy using PhantomBuster. So I'm going to go ahead and launch it, and I'm going to let it run. It will take a while to run because there are a lot of search results that it needs to scrape. I feel like a lot of the results will be duplicated, so maybe it will not take as much time. But yeah, I will let it run, and then I'll come back once it's done so you can see what the results look like. All right, so we have some results. The scraper has finished running, and it has scraped 288 businesses, right? Which is definitely not 100. It doesn't equate to 120 businesses per search, right? But as I explained earlier, it automatically removes duplicates. So even though I scraped different parts of the map, in every search, there were businesses that were included from there were businesses that were part of the previous search that I performed. So in total, it found 288 unique businesses, which is quite good. Now, the next part of the process is downloading the results, right? So the table with my results is here. This is all the data that has been scraped for each business. And I'm going to click on download the results here to download a CSV file with the data. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my Google Sheet, and I'm going to import that CSV file. So file import. I'm going to upload it. I'm going to insert it in a new sheet. Import data. Here it is. And what I need to do now is filter, add a filter that will display only the results, only the businesses that don't have a website. So I'm going to click here on this column. I'm going to click on the drop down, create a filter, and I'm going to click there. And then I'm going to say filter by values, clear. So I want to deselect all the businesses and then select only the ones that don't have a value in that column, right? So now it gives me the businesses with no website. And here we have how many? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I think 21 minus this one doesn't seem to be a business, so 20. 20 businesses with no website and phone number, right? So we have their phone number here, so we can start calling them right away. Now, you can also find the businesses that have, instead of a website, have a Facebook page or an Instagram page. Those could also be good prospects because maybe they're using a social media website because they don't yet have their own website. So you can also, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select all. And then I'm going to go to filter by condition. Text contains Facebook. So this will find me all the ones that have a Facebook page. There you go. So there are 6 businesses with a Facebook page. So adding to the 20 that I found earlier, that's 26. And then if I also search for like Instagram, I have 3 more. So 29 businesses. So 29 out of 288 that we scraped in total times 100, that gives me 10%, right? So 10% of the businesses that we scraped do not have a website, right? And it took us a total of, let's see how long it took, 27 minutes to scrape these businesses. So you can imagine the number of leads that you can get if in your search list here you have a lot more searches, right? Because here we're only searching for restaurants in Portland. But imagine if you expand this to multiple types of businesses, multiple areas, right? You can get a big number of lists, a big number of leads every day that are ready for you to go by the time you wake up, right? So this can be running all night, right? Because PhantomBuster is a cloud-based tool. It doesn't need your computer to be on in order to run. So you can have this running all night, and then you wake up in the morning with a fresh set of leads to start reaching out to, right? So you can see the power here. So yeah, that's how it works, and it's very simple to set up. As I mentioned, if you want to sign up for PhantomBuster, I'm going to put a link in the description below, and they have a free trial for you to test out the solution before committing to it. And yeah, let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. Another thing that I'm thinking right now, another thing you could do to get even more, to find even more businesses to reach out to, is you can use AI, right? To you can give AI this entire website, this entire list here of websites, and ask it to figure out which ones are valid, right? Which ones are actually websites and which ones are social media pages. So this way you can get even more results out of the scraped data. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to dive deeper into that. For example, here I see a sites.google.com. So this is a free website service that Google provides. So I'm guessing this will not be a very good website, not a professional website. So this could be another, prospect. I see here a Bitly link. So this is like a link shortener. It doesn't seem very professional. So even going like through this list, I can see quite a lot of opportunities for even more pitches, right? Even more proposals that you can send out. So let me know in the comments below if you want me to dive deeper into analyzing this list and finding opportunities for good leads. And yeah, also if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, just let me know. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.